Eilat,
Eilat.
Israel. When the Yemeni sent their rockets, actually they target Eilat and it was shut down here. I've arrived at our accommodation here in Aqaba. Aqaba Fort is the one right in front of us. This is the inscription of the Mamluk Sultan. Hello guys, so now I'm already at the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. Now we are going to Aqaba. I think this is already part of Aqaba, but the city is still like 13 kilometers there. So I'll show you the view from here. The border is behind us, I think no longer visible. And here you can see the port and the Red Sea. Here says Aqaba, and that's the flag of Jordan. Looks like Palestine. And by the way, we were interviewed when we passed through the immigration, because we are Indonesians. It's not common for Indonesians to pass via this border. I think even for normal foreigners, I think it's not common. So we are interviewed by the immigration head, and they asked where we're from, what was our job, were we in Saudi Arabia for working. We keep saying tourists and show the visa, but still, you know, they need to clarify like several times. And then show them the Jordan pass, and then they ask like how much is for a Jordan pass, and then when they know that it's 70 dinars, very expensive, they thought, wow. Even the immigration officer was, you know, amazed that the Jordan pass is so expensive. But somehow, you know, the fact that it's expensive kind of convinced that we are not someone who is gonna look for work here, because I think they are afraid that there will be some, you know, some people passing into Jordan to work, especially maybe Indonesians, I don't know. But anyway, we passed it only maybe half an hour at the border, and now here we are in Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. Let's take a look at the road. Yeah, wow, it's a desert. That is Eilat, Israel, Eilat. You can see Israel. You can see across there. Again, Aqaba is right in front of us, the city. And across the sea, the Gulf of Aqaba, is Eilat, which is Israel. So I heard from the driver that when the Yemeni sent their rockets, actually they target Eilat and it was shut down here. See, that's Eilat. Later we'll go to the beach after from the accommodation so we can see clearly. First head to Aqaba in front of us. This is Aqaba. Okay, I've arrived at our accommodation here in Aqaba. Happy Beach. So I think this is like the place for diving also, because Aqaba is famous for diving. You can see like tanks buried inside. Yeah.
Hello. It's camera.
Yeah, camera,
Small
video.
camera. Yes.
Okay.
Enjoy Aqaba.
Okay, thank you. Very friendly people. Let's go. We just finished checking in, and that's Aqaba Fort right behind me. Yeah, we might go there later or tomorrow. And the room is right in front of me. By the way, you can see the Red Sea and Israel, Eilat. So it's on the third floor. Okay, quite a climb, but better view. You can see the wind. Okay, So this is the room. Wow, you can actually 3 people can sleep here actually. 4. And the washroom is that one. Shower and sitting toilet. And you can cook also. So that's nice. Okay. So that's it. Let's go to the beach and see the sunset. Okay guys, let's continue our journey. See the sunset and the fort over there. And come back and rest. Aqaba Fort is that one right in front of us. We're gonna walk there. And I heard there is like a 7th century remains at the fort or near the fort. So let's check it out. This is the fort and it looks open. I can see a Jordan flag with the star. And I think by the side it's a Palestine flag, I guess. So apparently it's not exactly similar. This one is black, white and green. Hi, hello. And I think there is some explanation here. Oh, so the coat of arms just now that I zoomed is actually the Great Arab Revolt coat of arms, launched from Makkah al-Mukarramah on the 10th of June 1916. So it's an Arab revolt. I think it's against the Ottoman Turks at the time. See? I think they are attacking this fort. Here is some information on Aqaba Castle. So there is actually an inscription that it was built by Sultan Mamluk Sultan. So people are still confused whether it's the Mamluk Sultan Al-Ghuri 1516 AD or Mamluk Sultan Ad-Dahir Baybars 1277. And the inscription is right inside the gate, to the right and to the left. And so I was correct. This one commemorating the Arab Revolt. This is the Arab Revolt emblem in 1916 against the Ottomans. And actually they managed to breach this castle and captured Aqaba in 1917. And since then it became the basis, the headquarters for the revolutionaries in the Levant. So let's go and check the inside. And this is the inscription of the Mamluk Sultan on here and also on that side, that one. Okay, let's check the inside. As you can see, it's a very big castle with a lot of rooms, probably military barracks, and the wall is quite high. Even the lowest one, probably this one is not low, it's just like, you know, destroyed, the upper parts. It's like maybe almost 10 meters high. Wow, it's very nice. And you can see the sunset over there. Actually there are explanations about the rooms, but I'm not gonna bore you with that. I think something more interesting is actually the tunnel that's located inside the gate. Very interesting, right? There's a tunnel inside the gate. It's on both sides, on the right and on the left. So the gate in front of us, it's this one. I'll use my torch, and it explains that actually the tunnel is 20 meters deep, and it was used probably for storing weapons. See? Yes, it's inside there. And there is a stair here. Let's see if we can go up. The light is off. I don't know why. But anyway, it reaches to the second floor. This is on the gate. See, you can shoot down people who manage to cross the first door. And that's towards the outside. Yes, I think this is for archers or shooters. Wow. And look at this palm trees. You can even go here. See, more interesting, right? From which you can reach the walls, the upper walls. Very nice. And you can go to the third floor, I think from there, and go down from here also. But I think more interesting to climb the third floor from the inside. You know, here. Very intricate. I'm at the top of the Aqaba Fort, and from here I can see the sunset. Now it starts to disappear behind the cloud, and there's a plaza there. It's called the Arab Revolt Plaza. Unfortunately, the flag is not raised, but this one is to commemorate the Arab Revolt in 1916 and 17 when they actually captured this fort. So this is the northern part of Aqaba. We came from there, from Saudi Arabia, crossing to here, and this is one of the main road along the coast. And of course, towards there is Aqaba. But what I want to show you is that that be the Red Sea, and across is actually already the Israel. It's already Israel. That one across the Red Sea. In fact, the city over there with a lot of buildings, that is Eilat. Amazing. That is the border with Saudi Arabia, a bit behind the hill. We came from there. This is the Gulf of Aqaba, and over there is already Israel. Egypt is there behind the clouds, and here in Israel we have the city Eilat up to here, and here is already Aqaba until here up to the place where we stand, and there is a beach there. It's nice, and this is the Arab Revolt Plaza with the 6th highest, tallest flagpole in the world, but no flag. So now this is the end. See you tomorrow. We go travel around Aqaba further to the city center. Bye bye.
Ikuti terus Bang Jago. Sampai jumpa.